Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. This one is going to be, it's going to be interesting because we're going to be talking about a Bollywood rom-com, and it's one that caught my attention right away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Alpha, Beta, Gamma. The premise is pretty unique. It's a love triangle, but it all goes down during the COVID lockdown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, we've got a review from MovieKaTicket.com we're going to be looking at, but just think about it, right? Being stuck at home for 2 weeks straight with your ex and your current partner.
Oh, my God. That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so fascinating, right? Like, we all went through that whole stuck-at-home thing, and so to see how a love triangle plays out in that environment, it's got to be relatable on some level, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, relationships are always complicated, but throw in a global pandemic and forced isolation, and things are bound to get interesting.
For sure. And from what I'm reading in the review, it seems like the director, this is Shankar Srikumar's debut film, he really captures that intensity,
Yeah.
The review uses words like fresh energy and raw realism to describe his style. And apparently the performances from the three leads are just amazing.
Ooh, who are the leads?
So we got Nishan, Amit Kumar Vashisth, and Reena Aggarwal. And their chemistry, the way they play off each other, it really elevates the film beyond your typical love triangle.
Oh, interesting. So it's not just your typical, will they, won't they kind of love triangle.
No, it seems to go much deeper than that. Like the review really emphasized the emotional depth of the characters and the way that the lockdown forces them to confront their feelings.
So the lockdown becomes like a catalyst for them to really examine their relationships.
Exactly. And it's not just, romantic love that they're exploring.
Yeah.
The review talks about how the characters also have to grapple with their own personal growth and their need for understanding, both from themselves and from the people they're stuck with.
I can see how that would be a major theme. Being forced to spend that much time with people, it's got to bring up a lot of stuff.
Totally. And speaking of stuff, did you read about how they shot the film?
No, what about it?
Well, apparently the cinematographer, Kumar Bhagat, he used a lot of close-ups and tight framing to create this really authentic feeling of being confined. Like visually, you really get that sense of claustrophobia, which I think reflects the character's emotional states pretty well.
Oh, that's cool. I always love it when the visuals can really reinforce the themes of a movie.
Right. It adds another layer to the whole experience. And then you've got the music on top of that. Baitlab Dutta composed the soundtrack, and Prasanna Vishwanathan did the background score.
And what did the review say about the music?
Oh, they praised it, yeah, saying it really complements the emotional complexity of the story. So, it sounds like everything is working together to create this really immersive experience.
It definitely sounds like it. You know what else is interesting?
What's that?
So it premiered at the International Film Festival of India in Goa.
Oh, yeah. I read that. That's a pretty prestigious festival, right?
Yeah, it is. And apparently it was also one of only 2 Indian films that were chosen for Cannes Marché film.
Wow. So this movie must be making waves.
Yeah, it seems like it. Which makes me think, could a rom-com set during lockdown actually offer insights into something bigger? Like about how we connect as humans when we're forced to be apart?
That's a really good question. And it's something that I think a lot of people might be grappling with even now, Even though the worst of the pandemic is behind us, we're still dealing with the fallout of it all.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely intrigued to see this movie now. It sounds like it's a rom-com with a lot more to offer. Humor, relatable relationship drama, and, of course, that unique COVID lockdown setting.
Definitely sounds like it.
So if any of this has piqued your interest and you want to dive a little deeper, you can check out the full review on MovieKaTicket.com.
Yeah, it's a great resource for film reviews.
Absolutely. And that's about all the time we have for this deep dive. Make sure you join us next time as we, let's just say things are going to get a little bit creepy next time.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to be exploring the dark side of artificial intelligence. Should be fun.
Looking forward to it.
See ya then.